What are we saying?
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
Guys,
Poop
Poop scoop. Poop scoop.
I can't get there.
Oh wait, hang on.
Just-
Yeah, flex it.
So
You can leave.
we got Dakota and Bodis, Brandon Batiste over here, reclining in their chairs, flexing on us.
Flexing real hard.
It's comfy.
It comes with the lifestyle, man.
Yeah.
I hate y'all.
Man.
How's everyone's day been going?
You know, just chilling.
Good, chill.
Enjoying my last day of vacation.
Yeah, you've been running around all day.
I have. Back at it tomorrow.
I got to swap brains. That's what I did.
Yeah. Some child's brain, some poor child out there.
It was multiple people. I was like, all right.
I got to sell a bunch of drugs.
Yeah.
So,
Man, look
I don't want
at
to brag. But
Hey, I got to look at them.
Hey.
I didn't get to touch them though.
And he delivered us some face cream
So,
stuff.
speaking of face cream, Dakota, go give this a try. And enjoy it. Finish it off.
No. We're not doing that.
Man.
Yeah. Sorry guys, thank you for tuning in to the second episode of The Poop Scoop,
Poop scoop.
where everything stinks.
Yeah.
Everything.
We're not really numbering these. It's just kind of.
Oh.
Hey,
No,
we say
we
this,
already
this is our second time getting together. Not saying what order these are going out, but yeah, this is our
I'm-
second one together. We're trying to make it happen.
I'm losing count after 3.
regularly.
How are you losing count after 3 when this is only 2?
We're on our second one.
We're not to 3 yet.
Wait a minute.
It's hot.
Oh,
I turned the nervous down.
Man.
he's exposed the calves.
Now he's literally flexing. The calves.
Reclining back, flexing his calves.
Go start your own ranch with those things.
I just might. How much do you think they'd sell?
Depends on what you're willing to do. Shit. Like, is this prison currency or regular currency?
Which one's more?
Well, depends on what you're willing to do.
Man.
Couple packs of smokes, a couple cartons, I don't know. I've never been to prison, I just want to point that out.
I sure know a lot.
I watched Shawshank
Shaking my head.
Redemption.
I'm just. I've never seen it, so.
Of course you haven't.
We know, Brandon.
As everyone listening will find out, Bodis doesn't see a lot of movies,
No.
so it's gonna be.
He's
a
seen
lot.
4 movies in his whole
Yeah.
life.
Over and over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And they probably came out in 2020.
it's really sad.
He watched Smoke Signals and like 2 Avengers movies.
I mean, that sounds
That's
pretty
it.
accurate.
And Hot Rod. Okay.
Oh,
And Hot Rod.
That's the fourth
Oh,
one.
man.
We're not talking about movies today.
Andy Sandberg, if you want to sponsor us.
We're talking about our top video games of all time. In no specific order. We're just talking about top 3 video games, maybe honorable mention thrown in there. So, but yeah.
All right. Heck yeah.
So I know it's really hard to narrow it down, but enough about calves and prison time. Who wants to go first? Who wants to talk? Pepsi boy. He's come very prepared today, and he would like to share what he thinks is the best, his personal top 3 video games. I'm sure they're great.
Well, I hadn't prepared to go first, but since you hosers are going to make me go first, okay. I didn't know we weren't supposed to order them, so I ordered them.
I did too. I did too.
Thank you. Power to the people.
Heck yeah.
I don't know what people, but power to them.
Nice.
My first great video game is Destiny 2. It's kind of controversial because a lot of people like the first one better.
Right.
But I love Destiny 2, man. I love the story.
So this is your number 1.
Yeah.
This is the number 1.
No, this isn't like the number 1. This is like number 3.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
This
it's
is
like,
the
you said the
first-
first. You said the
first
first
three.
great game.
yeah,
It's the
I said the
first
first
third.
great game, not like the greatest.
Yeah, I
game.
don't know if you're starting at honorable mention. 3, 2, 1.
God,
Where we're at.
Oh my god. Anyway, so this is number 3
In
on
the
my
number
list of
3
great
spot.
games. Yes. His freaking.
I agree,
God.
though. I agree. That is a very good game.
Yeah.
That was almost on my list.
Yes,
So-
the amount of finishers.
Yeah. You can finish enemies in so many ways. I got them all.
Yeah, Justin has all the finishers. He's great at finishing enemies. All the different and extra supers you can do.
Superpowers.
I'm so far
The
behind.
superpowers.
Magical blazing knives and exploding energy balls.
So, do you want to go first, Justin?
I'm trying to help.
You wanna go first?
I'm trying to help people picture
Well-
this video game that don't know about this video
Well,
game.
I can't speak because you keep talking.
I'm helping you. I'm bouncing off of you. You're bouncing off of me.
Anyways,
Go ahead. I won't say another word the rest of the time.
thank you. The only thing I don't like is that all the jump puzzles you have to do, because I'm not good at those and I fall a lot. As referenced in one of our other videos.
Like I said, that's
Yes,
evident in Destiny 1. We have a
Yeah.
video. Yeah. It's a good time.
I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. That's kind of my signature line in these games. It's frustrating. My number 2 game.
I love Destiny 2.
I thought you said you weren't gonna
Oh,
talk.
I can't help it.
No.
I love the game. I love it.
Type is now.
No, me and Justin actually played that game
Yeah.
quite a bit. So
Yeah.
these other two
Highly-
nerds don't.
Highly invested.
Played the first one a lot.
Right?
We'll play the second one.
Just
I
as
might
good.
have to. Justin showed me some trailers.
I'm a. My second favorite game is Forza Motorsports 4.
I had a feeling.
Ah, dude, that's the only reason I ever bought an Xbox was Forza Motorsports 4. I played it on a demo at Walmart.
Yep. Back when they had demo discs.
Yes, the good old days.
Oh, man.
And I absolutely fell in love. The customization that you could do, all the tuning, the in-depth tuning.
That
You
does,
can even
that does sound
change.
good.
You can change caster and camber. What other games can you do that?
So why you like that over like Forza Horizon games?
Um,
Or do you like those too?
I love Forza Horizon.
Yeah.
Forza Motorsports 4 is just kind of like where I started, so it's just kind of the most nostalgic. So I just slapped it
Makes
on in
sense.
there.
Yeah.
You know, just
That's
slap
fine.
it in there.
Yeah.
And it's the motorsports as opposed to the Horizon series are a little bit more in depth
Mhm.
than the Horizon.
I see.
But I like all the stuff I like all the extra stuff. And on motorsports, you actually have to have skill to drive and play, as opposed to
Yeah.
just Need for Speed, just put the pedal to the floor and go.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Or just called out Need for Speed.
I know. Before I get to number 1, I'm gonna go with my honorable mention.
Okay.
Need for Speed Underground. Go on and enjoy the irony in that one.
What a sudden turn of events.
Hey.
Need for Speed Underground was just dope
That was
because
old. What was that? PS2?
yeah, PS2. It broke the mold for what a racing game was, and you're racing on the streets with other cars and stuff, like pedestrian cars, and you could put sound systems and neon lights and hydraulics in your car.
Had a good soundtrack too.
Yeah, had a great soundtrack, except for that one song scared me. I'd have
Oh, I
nightmares.
think you know what you're
Like
talking
the
about.
riders on the storm. Oh,
There's a killer on the
yeah.
road.
I'm so mad because I never got to play that.
Oh my god, bro, you missed it.
I don't even really like racing games too much, but I played Underground
Yeah.
and I liked it.
Underground 2 were great. Like, we spent so many hours playing that. Like, we'd see, like, who could build the fastest car, and then we'd race them. And I had a lot of good times playing that game. I'd stay up till 3, 4 in the morning, pulling all-nighters. Can't do that now.
Back in the day.
Your number 1 on my list, my favorite game, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Man.
Seems
Singled
like
out.
you pulled the Call of
He
Duty.
singled one of them out.
Yep, single. That was the last great Call of Duty.
It
In
was pretty
my,
fun.
Controversial.
right? It was
Yeah,
great.
it was fun, yeah.
It had a great story. The campaign was amazing.
I did like
The special ops mode was incredible. So fun. and the online was impeccable. That was the one that I was the best at. I don't want to brag, but you know, in my heyday, at my peak, I was ranked under 10,000th in the world. So I was like super hype about that.
Nice.
That's probably I probably put the most hours in on any game on Modern Warfare 3.
That was a good one. There's a lot of Call of Duty games.
Yeah,
so.
there's a butt ton. And then but Modern Warfare 3 was the last great one. Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2 were great, but Modern Warfare 3 was in like its own atmosphere.
Jeez.
To me.
Yeah.
To me.
It's a good one. It's a good
Yes.
one. That's good.
Somebody else please go.
Heck yeah.
Wait, first we have to criticize your
Alright,
list.
criticize.
How you did.
Hit me.
Is that right?
No.
Your list sucks.
God.
I'll just see myself out there.
Can you leave the pizza?
No, pizza goes with me.
Takes the pizza and just leaves the box.
That would be so funny.
Oh my
That
gosh.
would be so vindictive.
Alright. Alright.
All right, I'll go.
You want to go? All
I'll
right,
go.
let's ahead. This is Sir Bodus.
I like to point out that nowadays I've mainly just been a multiplayer kind of guy, because even on Black Ops 3, like I never even played like the whole campaign. Even on 4, I've never even played the whole campaign. I've just done either zombies or like multiplayer, but I just like playing multiplayer games. But most of my lists, like they do include multiplayer, but some of it was like nostalgic because let me just get into it.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
He's gonna get into
I think that's a lot of us now. We play a lot of multiplayer
Yeah.
games.
That's kind of how
But-
the world goes now.
But that,
yeah.
I mean, it's a great factor, but it doesn't necessarily make it win. So.
Mhm.
But yeah.
it
well-
wins for Bodus, and that's what matters.
That's what matters, man. We're here for the games. But my third one, this is in no particular order because that was really tough. But I'm gonna have to give to Rocket League.
Okay.
You're playing that
Because-
earlier today.
Man, yeah. If it wasn't obvious, like if you like these guys know me, I know a lot of you guys probably just don't like know me yet. But I play Rocket League about every day. And- nerd. Oh god, I put so many hours into it just to find out that my cousin who plays it, he just started in January. And he's already like 300 levels ahead of me. I'm like, "God, what do you do?
bigger nerd.
But yeah, I just like Rocket League because I don't know. It just seems just so like
It's such high
It's-
replayability for one.
that, and
I'd like to add that in there if you'll let me.
yeah.
That's allowed for me to add. I like it too.
I don't know. It just seemed like it's just such a simple game, and it just like blew up. It's kind of like that Flappy Bird game, you know. It was so simple, but it got so popular. But Rocket League, you know, obviously you can fly like into the air if you're using turbo, going up the sides of walls.
I love the people right now who are picturing this as just a person
Yeah.
flying through the sky.
You're a car.
Oh.
You're like shrunken down versions
Like a
of
RC
different
car.
types
Yeah.
of vehicles and
Hitting a big soccer ball.
Yeah.
yeah.
When you said turbo, they were probably envisioning that snail from that Disney movie.
You know, Turbo the game.
Wow, they made that into a game? I gotta play that.
We're not sponsored by them, by the way. Not yet. But yeah, I don't know. It's just Rocket League just seemed so, I don't know, fun to me, and I just like playing it. Like I said, I play it every day.
Yeah.
See, my next one I would have to go with would probably have to be Halo Reach, because
Because of SWAT.
just
SWAT.
SWAT, played SWAT so many times. Yes, Pepsi Boy. Yes.
Nothing.
Go on. No, I want
Hey,
to know.
I didn't play enough Halo, bro. I just didn't
Was
play
that
fun of
Halo.
you?
There are also a lot of Halos, and we have to narrow it down to
Yeah,
which
there is.
Halo we like. So
I don't know. It's just because me and Dakota and Justin played it so many
Oh,
times.
Yeah, so many long nights. Yeah.
And also, story I remember the most is when me and Dakota were playing one time, and we had music playing too in the background, and we were losing. And all of a sudden, that song by Cascade, it's called "Every Time We Touch."
Oh yeah.
It came on.
Oh yeah.
We started tearing it up.
We played that song for like 3 or 4 hours straight. But we tore it up.
We did. We were playing so well too when that song came on. I always think of that, but yeah, I don't know. We just played it so many times.
They told me that back in the day, so I got that song.
It's a good song.
I wanted to be better.
I want to be better. Yeah, I love it just because I don't know. It's just the SWAT in that game is the one that was the most fun to me, and I don't know. It's just I really can't describe what would you guys say would.
SWAT was my favorite one too. There's just something about getting the headshots, especially you hear the little boop. Didn't they do the whole yay every time you did it too? Yeah, just something about it. Just boop.
It's easy to get like multi-kills that way. So.
Yeah,
it's just fun.
Pop the whole team in the head.
And you're just, I guess you're just so
Overkill.
nervous because you're like, okay, I can go at any moment.
Yeah.
You get that headshot, it's over.
You're ready to go. You're walking across the bridge, and then
Oh man, the bridge, yeah.
damn.
My favorite game mode on there though has to be like big team battles. So
Yeah.
Run around,
Oh, yeah.
blowing up vehicles, and
Yeah,
there's a bunch of
there's-
enemies everywhere. So it's chaos. I like
So many. So big team battles.
it.
What was it, 16 on each, or 16 total?
No, it was 8v8.
Oh,
8 players versus 8 other players.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm completely out of my element here.
Red versus blue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crips and Bloods.
Yeah.
Red team.
And big team
Well-
battle. You get to use vehicles in this one. Like there's a thing called a Banshee where you're flying in the air and shoots like a missile and like
Laser beams.
Yeah.
And all kinds of
Pew-pews,
and
motherfucking
tanks.
blowing each other up. Someone turn invisible, run up and beat someone in the back of the head.
There's a bunch of power ups.
Very violent. Very violent.
So many things in that game, and so many game modes, and I actually played through the story on that one, but the multiplayer is what got it up to the top 3 for me, and because like I keep saying, we played it so many times, and it was just really fun.
Very good couch
Yeah.
game. Like everyone can sit around and play it all together.
Oh yeah, definitely, split screen, all that.
It's amazing.
I'm gonna pull a Pepsi and go ahead and say my honorable mention right here. It's gonna have to be Pokemon Silver.
Ooh.
Didn't see that one. Okay.
Old game, handheld.
Yes, Pepsi, you got something to say?
Nerd.
Wow, him calling us nerds on the video game podcast. What a surprise.
Hey, you can fight me.
I knew it. We all
Here, go.
We all knew it was gonna happen.
I talked about finishers earlier.
I'm gonna finish you.
Please don't.
I will throw this foaming facial cleanser in your face.
Ooh.
For normal to oily skin.
Wait, whose face? There's 4 in here.
You.
Wait, why me?
Dissing us.
I wasn't dissing y'all. Dissing him.
But I like Pokemon Silver.
Oh, well, now I'm dissing you. Nerd.
Oh man.
I'm just mad because I was a Digimon guy. All right.
Hey, I like Digimon.
No, we like
I
Digimon.
really do.
Okay, but Digimon got canceled
Yeah.
and Pokemon didn't. So
What?
Yeah.
that's kind of my thing.
They're still making Digimon.
Do
No.
not like Pokemon. Pokemon was humongous.
Yeah.
Still is.
Yeah.
Digimon was never as big as Pokemon.
They missed the break, man.
I know.
It
That's why I'm
happens, it
mad.
sucks, I know.
It's kind of like Skype. Like they had their time here,
Oh my God.
but
And
Zoom,
then Zoom
took
came out of
over.
nowhere, yeah.
Skype had a check.
I was like, see, when they were going to, just real quick,
Yeah, go
when they were
ahead.
going to like online, so like all of this, went down. I was like, oh, Skype. Then, hey, I got a Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
I was like, what's Zoom?
Yeah.
Like Zoom just.
Yeah, I never heard of it. All of a sudden, I started seeing all the memes about it.
Everywhere.
Yep.
They saw an opportunity and they took it.
Yep.
And now Facebook Messenger has Facebook Messenger rooms and stuff like that, which is the same.
Yeah.
And I still don't think Skype has anything like that. Skype is bugging.
Man.
Sorry,
Yeah, they-
Pokemon
yeah,
Silver.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's Pokemon Silver?
Silver, you said.
Is that a mobile game?
It is a mobile game. I played it on my I originally got it on my Game Boy Color.
Oh.
Hey.
My lime green Game Boy Color. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what happened to it though. It just disappeared.
I finally found mine the other day. After like 15 years.
I miss mine. I would.
They still work.
Yeah, it still works. I was playing Tamagotchi on it the other day.
Hey.
I meant mobile game sarcastically, as in, is it a game, is it an app I could download like Pokemon Go? Because
Pokemon No.
normally when you say Pokemon these days, people are like, oh, like Pokemon Go, and we're like, no,
Yeah.
the original
This
games.
is back in what? Late '90s.
Pre-smartphone.
You can download things nowadays.
Now,
technically,
you can get anything now, yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. I just spent so much time on that game too. This all comes down to like I guess hours, like on these games, because
Oh man.
I spent so much time on that game, and you know you pick your start. Like that generation of Pokemon was probably my favorite out of all the generations. I don't know. It's just they all just seem so cool. Like there's that Tyranitar. Like he just looks so cool to me.
He is.
Tell us your favorite
Pepsi
from that
Boy.
generation.
Oh,
man.
Brandon Roberts, Pepsi Boy. Tell us your
Pikachu. Huh?
Tell us your favorite Pokemon. Tell us about all Pokemon you know.
The only Pokemon I know.
Kirby's not a
Pikachu. That's rude. He can be anything he wants to
Pokemon. Technically.
be. I only know Pikachu and Squirtle. Okay? And Blastoise.
You should know Mewtwo after we played Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah, me too, because I did whoop him.
Then he whooped your whole team.
No need to get into semantics.
We'll make a video of that one day.
But
Don't worry.
Squirtle's my favorite. Straight up.
Squirtle Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's fast.
That's cool.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Blastoise is really cool. I like Blastoise.
Man, we're all getting nostalgic now.
I know. But man, I played that game for so long, and we lived in a trailer park at the time, and you know all the kids hung out with each other around there, and one of my friends' friend lived there, and he was about to leave, and so we were all hanging out and like about to move, and he's like, "Hey, Brandon, let me look at your Game Boy real quick," and I was like, "All right, here you go." And so we're all just hanging out, talking, whatever. He hands it back. He's like, "Here you go. All right, guys, it was fun." And he was gone. Never saw him again. And I looked at my Game Boy, and he had started a new game. And when you start a new game and save it, it completely overwrites your other save file.
Yeah.
Oh, that's happened to me before.
And he just deleted it all and just started a new game.
Yeah.
And
And the older Pokemon games were brutal. They were very difficult.
yeah, they were.
I'm fine.
Especially like when you had to go in the caves and get through, like, find everything in these caves, or if you had to go deep down into the cave, like there's just so
Beating
much
challenging
you had to do.
enemies too. And it was horrible.
Yeah, it was.
But it was great.
Yeah, it was. I really did love that game, and so there's a Master Ball. So you throw that ball at a Pokemon, and no matter what, you're catching that Pokemon with that Pokeball.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was saving it because I knew there was going to be a more powerful Pokemon later on. Well, there's these 3 legendary dogs Pokemon that run around the map, and it's just random. Like you could just go in the grass, and all of a sudden they're right there. Well, my cousin was playing my game, and we were at my grandma's house. I was in the living room, and all of a sudden his brother was like, "Hey, come back here. He caught something on your game." I was like, "What?" Went back there. He's like, "I caught you one of those legendary dogs." I was like, "How'd you catch him?" He's like, "I used your Master Ball." I was like, "I didn't want to use that for them though, and you only get like 1, 2 maybe."
No, one.
Just one.
Just one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You
Once.
only get 1 Master
One
Ball
per
the whole
game.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's always been one that I know. So.
But those were the 2 main experiences I remember. But
That's why
Bad ones.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Don't let people play with shit games.
I know. He said horrible.
man, but
Honorable mention of pain.
but it was just crazy, like the whole like Pokemon games too, because when I had Silver, you could transfer Pokemon all the way up from like your the first Pokemon games
Mhm.
to like Silver and Gold, and then you could transfer those Pokemon to the next generation game. It's like you could almost like take them almost all the way with you
Yeah.
on your Pokemon journey.
Because you go attached to the little digital monsters. So,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Really do.
Yeah.
Really do. I did.
Yeah.
I lost the game, but
They're
I
made
did.
back in that day too. They're made up of like 4 pixels too. So
Yeah.
oh, look at my electric mouse I got. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I love that game. All right, well,
Yeah.
my last one, and actually, it would probably be my overall favorite. I'm going to say that right now.
What is it? I don't know
And-
what it is.
It's going to be Grand Theft Auto 5.
That's pretty
Oh,
good.
man.
That's respectable.
Yeah. Man, it came out in 2013, still going. I mean,
Did it really?
yeah,
That's been a
2013.
long time.
2013.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we played from 360 to Xbox One, but jeez.
Yep. It's been out that long.
That's right, because we
Mhm.
played in, when I was in college, so.
Yeah.
Dang!
Like Sonata.
It's been a long
Oh,
time.
man, look at you.
Good, use my brain.
That's of course when we've all played together because we all got it and we played on the channel. So
What?
Sorry.
Oh.
it's like he's in
Oh.
I was like, what? Where's the recording?
I just noticed there's styrofoam hanging up there.
Oh, yeah. Trying to soundproof it. My art.
Oh.
We work with what we have, Dakota.
Hey, I got you.
Our office, our office is being held together by masking tape, right? Packaging tape
Yeah.
right now.
Oh, man. But yeah, GTA is just there's just so much you can do on that game, and
And that game is actually the highest grossing form of media ever. Highest grossing out of any movie, any book, any video game ever.
I bet.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, I bought that game for 4 different systems.
Dang.
Yeah. PS3, PS4, 360, and Xbox One.
Jeez.
God.
Dang
Yeah.
it.
And who knows how many shark cards
Mhm.
they bought.
The microtransactions.
Yeah, I think that's like what, $20? You
They get all of the revenue
10
from
million
Sir
in
Bodus.
I might have bought a shark card here or there, and when the stimulus check came in, I might have bought a Megalodon card.
This guy. Flex.
They're expensive.
Flex.
Very expensive.
That was the only Megalodon card I've ever bought,
So
though.
if we need a lot of money on that game, we talk to Bodus. Have him buy stuff for us. On there.
Because you don't want to do a heist with bonus, because he'll only give you 15%.
I
So,
really thought I wasn't a part of it, honestly.
There's one time. I know I messed up that heist too.
That's why he likes that game because he can cheat us.
Got all the money.
I can make more. Oh man, but yeah, all the heists and all the missions and all the time we've all 4 spent on that game.
We spent hours just doing nothing.
Yeah.
Just running around.
yeah. And then one of us will look at the clock. Oh, shoot, it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Hey guys, want to go steal a jet?
Yeah.
Just for
So
no reason.
I remember
Jet wins.
me and Dakota would play like when it first came out. When we played online, all we would do was literally just go steal a jet, and then that was it. That was all we do.
That was the goal.
And then I think we accidentally or we did do a mission and we got like $20,000 from it. We're like, and I was like, oh, that's a lot of money. Come to find out, it's really not a lot of money.
Now listen, guys,
Pocket change.
it was a lot of money because my avatar lived out of the car forever.
That's true.
And then finally lived in a garage, two-car garage.
Ooh.
And then I went to the nice 10, spot garage. And then I finally bought a house like after owning the game for
Yup.
years.
With a pool.
With a pool.
Oh, yeah, he's got a pool.
I jumped up there. I was like, I'm gonna get a pool.
Yeah, he was in the garage for a while.
Yeah, I had like
Yeah.
$100 and a pinky pistol.
Can y'all come get me from my garage?
It was bad.
Oh gosh, man, so many fun times.
Oh,
with GTA.
And it's still going to be around for a long time.
Still
I'm
going.
sure.
Man,
Yeah.
okay, I love the game, but it's like, when are they coming out with the next one?
Yeah, really.
Because they already announced GTA 5 for the next gen of 2021.
I get well,
Buy it again.
five times.
Only $70.
Yeah, $70.
Please.
But yeah, it was just fun. So many missions and so much money spent on that game.
Yeah, but I love that you can still get everything without having to spend money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And you
all
just
the
got-
updates are free.
You don't have to
That's
spend
true.
a dime.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never
Yeah.
spent any money on it.
I haven't either.
Yeah. But everything else is free.
Have you, Dakota, spent any money?
No.
Oh.
I may have bought a card.
There's one guy.
No, real life money.
I may have bought a card.
These two heathens.
I was
I
desperate.
can't say much because I spend money on Destiny 2. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Not too much. Not too much. I'm responsible.
Have you ever bought like any kind of microtransactions?
No, I ain't about that life.
Man, he cheap.
Yeah. I messed up.
I don't blame you though.
I already bought the game. That's some bull.
Wait, have you not bought like a season pass for Call of Duty
No,
Modern Warfare?
I didn't. I bought the special edition, so it came with it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Smart man.
So big.
But it only came with the first one.
Yeah.
So I didn't get the second one or the third one.
Aw,
So
he's missing out.
Missing out.
I don't care.
But it's okay. He don't.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to help me play the game. It's
Yeah.
not going to make me any better. It's just
Yeah.
going to make me look cooler.
Yeah.
And why would I want a character with a prosthetic leg anyway? He doesn't use the prosthetic leg, so you know, I feel like that could be one of his finishers.
Again.
I feel like they really missed an opportunity with that one.
Oh,
Just saying.
That's great.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good.
That's
one
mine.
to have.
Yeah,
That was
pretty
mine.
You basically you pooped all over my list.
GTA 5 was a solid choice, though.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw out my honorable mention first. It's Super Mario Brothers 3 on the Nintendo Entertainment
dang.
System.
Man.
I ain't mad at that at all,
Yeah.
actually. Like, I'm not even gonna call him a nerd. I played that a lot. Like,
Because that was the first console I had was the NES Nintendo old gray box that worked like a VCR. You had to blow into the cartridges, like so.
Even though apparently you're not supposed to. But
yeah.
Yeah.
They lied.
They
It
were like,
works.
this is bad. I was like, well,
It
come
damages
on.
the card.
It worked. After, it worked after 10 times I did it. So
It's why did you buy more of them? That's it.
yeah, that almost made the list just because it was like it's like a visually stunning game for that era, and like it's highly recognizable. It's very unique looking, and everyone could hum to the Super Mario music pretty much. Everyone knows Mario pretty much. So, and it was really good. Way back in the day, it was great. It was good.
It's crazy.
Out of all the Mario games, I just had to go with that one.
That one's
I get it,
solid.
I get it.
though.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's solid.
It's crazy. Like a game from that far back, the theme song is still like
Yes.
known to this
Yeah,
day.
everywhere.
The fact that it's still relevant,
Yeah.
Yeah.
though. Bruh. Mario.
Yeah, I could never beat it as a kid though, so I just kind of knew it from just playing the first few levels, and I still loved it though. But yeah, I finally, as an adult, I finally beat it and played through the whole thing. But it's got everything. It's got like secrets. It's got levels. It's got exploration. It's really cool. Really good game. But I also have in my top 3 Halo Reach.
Yes.
Dang it. It's from 2010 actually, but it's still a really good game. Give people who are still scratching their heads on what it is. It's a game where you play in the future, in outer space, and you're a super soldier and you shoot a bunch of aliens known as the Covenant who are trying to wipe out humanity. Now, in this specific game, you're on the planet Reach, and you run around with a team of other super soldiers, or your friends, and goof off and kill a bunch of aliens. It's really fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got a lot of action. The story, very dramatic, tear-jerking moments. It's just, it's great. And yeah, the multiplayer. You're killing my thunder, man. I couldn't tell you about
Oops.
it. Yeah, I spent hours and hours like playing with myself, but also playing with other people. And I made Forge maps and stuff. And there you can. It's very,
Oh goodness. Yeah.
very creative game. So very creative game.
Yeah, Justin could go hard on the Forge maps.
I'd be like, look, guys, I made a temple. Look, I made a spaceship. Look.
You made a like a gun range type.
Yeah, I made gun
before.
ranges. I made cities.
Yeah.
Like skyscrapers. And on the newer games, I still do that, and because I have no life.
Do I need to say, guys?
Nerd.
we need your way.
I can just see it in his face. He was sweating bullets. He's like,
Bro, I wanted to say it so bad. I was just waiting for a pause.
Pause.
Nerd.
But I realized all my all 4 games are actually all exclusive. Super Mario 3 came out on NES only. Halo Reach only came out on the 360. My next game only came out on the PS2. Jak and Daxter.
okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering
Back in
about
2001, the first one. Now, second, third, X, all the other ones after that were great too, but it was the first one that I loved. That was the first game I had on PS2. And
Man.
we had no memory card.
Oh, that
dude.
sucked.
that. The exact same game, Jak and Daxter,
Yeah.
was the reason I needed the memory card
Yes.
because I'd get past the very first part, you fight the big
Mhm.
plant, and I'd have to go somewhere, turn it
Yeah.
off, start all up, but I'd play it anyway.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
can go there.
Yeah, because
I feel that.
back in those days, consoles you had to buy external memory devices and stuff. They didn't
Mhm.
have it built in for a lot of different games. But yeah, you need to buy a separate memory card. And that's money. We are all poor, so
We're all kids.
Yes.
Man, I was too stupid. I didn't know I needed a memory card.
Yeah, I didn't even know like
Yeah.
What are these?
as soon as I got
slides
as soon as I got one, I had to keep asking. It says, "Do you want to overwrite? What does that mean?
Yeah.
No, what do I do?
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna break it." But yeah, like I
So
played
you
that
just
so
had to
many
leave
times.
your PlayStation on?
Yeah, just, which you can leave those things on.
Yeah.
They work great. Like,
Yeah. They were
That's
durable,
so-
man.
yeah.
I still have mine. My
Dude.
PS2. I bet it still works.
I sold mine, but I know I
I
dropped
still
that
have it.
thing at least 6 or 7
Freaking
times
durable.
while it was running. And it
God.
still worked perfectly.
But yeah, it's like a fantasy world mixed with like, what'd you say, like steampunk kind of elements into it? Because there's like metal
Yeah.
and technology
Yeah.
and energy, and you run around,
Yeah.
go on a little adventure, trying to save the world, save your friend, and from
And one of the characters low key looked like Becky Lynch when she first came to WWE.
oh yeah, because
Yeah.
yeah, I was gonna say like, they got like goggles on their head, they're
Yup.
colorful,
Oh,
and they're just
yeah.
like
I forgot about that. See, the first one I didn't
Very-
play as much.
very whimsical game.
Yeah.
You know, so,
I made it through it, but I think that
yeah.
I didn't play it much. But the others I played
Yeah.
a lot. But
I played it so many times because, of course, damn memory cards. Every time I started, it played like a 5-minute cutscene
Yeah.
that wasn't skippable. So I had that memorized basically.
Same.
And they had
I
to sit
enjoyed
through that, play through the tutorial.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
it's a tutorial.
And then you can go explore. And also, I noticed they're like, as long as you're not like fast traveling, teleporting, or anything like that, it's all one continuous like scene basically. It's like no loading screens every area. You
That
go
is
to.
true. Yeah.
Like that was impressive to me as a kid, like on a PS2 game.
excuse me.
And but that was like the first game that like made my heart pound because it was like it give you like something's chasing you
Yeah.
or you have to run or and, like one time I got so like startled I had to just shut it off because I was just like too intense.
It's okay. Let's start again.
Had to start all the way back.
I know it's gonna hurt, but I gotta walk away. I gotta walk away. But yeah, eventually like I finally got to like the second area. And exploring, oh, this is weird, oh, cool. And then I beat the boss, and as soon as I did, I was like, oh, I've never been this far. Oh my gosh, Mom, please, can I have a memory card, please? I've never been this far. And so I got one that night.
Man,
But yeah,
flexing on us.
yeah.
Flags.
Mom, I need a memory card.
Please, I'll be good. I'll be
I
good.
want my sister to get one. Dang it.
Please, I'll be good. But yeah, love that franchise. But and then, well, you also pooped on this a little bit. It's not Pokemon Silver, Pokemon Emerald version.
Oh.
Pepsi, you're familiar with this. Go ahead.
Nerd.
Thank you. No, he's not. But yeah, back on the Game Boy, it was released in 2005 in North America. And yeah, that's all. Go ahead.
Well.
No. I had that on the Game Boy. My Game Boy, it was Game Boy Advance. And it was,
Oh.
yeah, flexing.
Man,
It was like
that's
crystal
not my
clear.
Game Boy.
Well, I had an SP.
Yeah, it came out after Pokemon Silver, and it was on new hardware and everything, so it was like upgraded graphics, which was still pixels. And yeah. And it was really challenging. It was explorative, and I cried a lot because because I wouldn't save my game after catching a really hard Pokemon. And yeah, it was like extremely challenging, and yeah, I loved it.
That was the worst. That was the worst when you like get so far into the story and you like play for like hours or whatever, and you forget to save it.
Yeah.
And you go all the way back.
Yeah.
In any game.
Yeah. It was harder back then.
Yeah.
Harder to be a kid.
It didn't automatically save. You had to actually
Man.
go and save it.
Kids these days don't realize how good they have. Man, it sounds weird to say, but we had like some serious hardships with our games back in the day.
Like, we're talking about our worst moments too.
Because like on the Dreamcast, it had a little bit of memory, but not much. You had to have those big old memory cards that went in the controllers. There's some of those even had games on the little memory card. Those were dope.
None of these were even really like internet accessible. Like online gaming
I
didn't
think the
happen.
Dreamcast was the first one.
Yeah, like there was. Yeah, I think older than that. Like Nintendo had some form of it, but it was like to get like a cheat code or something like that. It was like something super simple. So.
And I remember back in the, like with the first Game Boys, you could play like 1v1 somebody, but you had to have the cord.
Yeah, that's what.
You had to have the cord.
That's what we had with our
cable.
our silver version and our Pokemon Emerald versions. Like you could link battle with your friends, trade with them, and everything.
I didn't have any friends, so I didn't get to do that.
We didn't let him play with us.
I lived in a trailer park. I had to do it all the time.
I lived in a trailer park, but I didn't have any of this until later.
But yeah, I played the heck out of that game. Always had just like a surplus of batteries. That's a flex back in the day. I had so many double batteries. Had to refill my Game Boy.
You want to hear a flex? When I got my Game Boy, I had the battery pack, the rechargeable battery pack with the hand grips on it. Bruh, that
fancy.
I'm sorry, but that's nerd.
I know,
but also
I know.
That but also that's a flex.
Yeah, bro, I could hook that bad boy up and play Tamagotchi for hours.
Man.
I know. Just
that's me with Emerald. I played for hours and hours. Just a little kid collecting little creatures to beat up a crime organization, 2 of them, and catching world-ending beasts. And that was my childhood.
I remember when I played that generation too, I actually went and bought the strategy guides.
Yeah, we had big old thick books. Internet wasn't as big back then. So.
I didn't know anything about these strategy guides.
A big reason I bought it was there's a certain point if you're going against Team Magma or Team Aqua, they're like, "Oh, you'll never get to our base, which is underwater," and I completely missed where they said it, like what route it was along. It's like, so I literally just sailed in the ocean, never found it. I was like, I need the guide.
And those games are massive too, and like there's so much exploration. You have to pay attention to the story.
Yep, I did not click too fast, and I was like, where do I go?
Yeah, what you were saying is bringing the Pokemon from there. I actually migrated some Pokemon from that game onto a newer version of the game. And then onto a newer one, and onto a newer one, till now, the most recent versions of the games, I can move them onto that and have my Pokemon that I had back in 2005. The same digital little screaming monster, I still have him. So, still have them with me.
Crazy.
That's low-key kind of dope, though.
Yeah. So from back then, when I was a kid, the Pokemon I used to beat the league and become champion, I still have him on nowadays. So it's nostalgia, man.
Turn up.
It's childhood. That's my list. Love it or hate it.
Alright. Try to make mine short and sweet. See what happens. So, I have a top 3. They're subject to change, though. But for number 3, you're going to flex on Pepsi, sorry. It's another Halo game.
I almost chose Halo 3 just because that was the first one
It is Halo 3.
I would say that was the first I played. Nostalgia is...
It's actually not the first Halo I played. The first one I actually played was because of Bodus, and then we played Halo 2. And he flexed all over me. He's like, "Yeah, let's play." I was like, "Sure." We're playing like in the little multiplayer, just us two. All of a sudden, he keeps killing me. He's like, "Continue with the sword is." Like he grabbed the sword immediately.
That's how I also got introduced, was by playing Halo 2 with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, a note on Bodus. Back in the day, if you didn't know how to do something in the game, he would not tell you.
He still doesn't.
Yeah, I feel like he's still that way.
He just keeps his secrets.
Y'all keep asking me how you fly in Rocket League, and I'm just like, yeah.
It's easy, guys. Just do it.
He just grins and nods.
Right?
Believe.
That's how.
Just oh yes, Halo 3.
It's just I love the story. I love all the Halo games, but something about the story, I guess, because you're actually on Earth, you're fighting for Earth and everything. I know you kind of go to Earth in the Halo 2, but like you're back. It's to end everything. Little did we know there was gonna be Halo 4, but you know there was just some great times. There's some cool Easter eggs to it. It's also the first game I actually played multiplayer on, like Xbox Live. That's the very first one I experienced it. It was great. I think it's mainly Bodus and I that play on it, and then we had some other friend. His name was Tyler. We'd all get together sometimes and play online and stuff. That's when the skills started to develop. And then I lost them. I peaked in Halo 3. And oh, maybe Halo Reach. It was still there, but after that, I became the assist king.
Man, the assist king.
The assist king.
Consistency.
He cannot get a kill, but he can help.
It's true, and that used to bother me so much, but there was one game I was like, I'll take it. I had like 27 assists, and like the next closest one was 10. I was like, I shot someone 27 times to help somebody out.
He knows his role. Halo Reach was when I played like multiplayer the most, and that's where I really started getting into online gaming and Halo. But Halo 3, I played the story like countless hours.
Yeah, I played it so many times.
I gotta say, I think the reason I don't like Halo as much as y'all is because the first one I played was ODST.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy. I love ODST.
Yeah.
See,
I love it.
It's a good game.
It wasn't great.
Halo-
I just wasn't rocking with it. Man.
Halo 3 ODST. Yeah, that's a really good game, but it's definitely not my favorite.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I just love ODST. Like, they're just my favorite characters of the Halo universe. So maybe that's why I love it so much. I don't know. I loved it.
I don't know, man.
I played it so many times.
That's the first one I started on, and I played through it, and I was like, I don't really want to play this again. And so then I started playing more Halos. I'm like, well, these are better if I would have started out here, but
all the Halo games except that one, you're basically playing as a super soldier.
Yep.
Halo ODST, you're playing as a really strong human, but not a super soldier.
Yeah.
I
just want to rock
at
with
you.
I think that's why I don't like Halo as much as y'all. But I love Gears of War.
I get it.
Just
I
love
get it.
that
Oh,
there.
Gears of War. Last kiss. Yes. I almost forgot my second game. That's why I'm like spazzing over here. I was like,
Sorry.
Gather your thoughts. That's okay.
It's actually from the Kingdom Hearts universe. It's Birth by Sleep. So this is the one that was for the PlayStation Portable.
I haven't played that one. I had a PlayStation Portable.
I honestly bought the PlayStation Portable to actually play this game.
Nerd. Just felt like
Everything
it
was on
needed.
sale, so I was like... But it was just... something about it. I just love the whole storyline. I love that it's a prequel. It's set.
Yeah.
It literally sets the foundation for all the games, even the spin-offs. So whatever happens in Birth by Sleep, it carries throughout the whole game.
I can't help
or
you
series.
explain
I'm
this.
sorry.
I can't help you explain this one.
No, you're good.
I played Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3, and I still barely know what's going on in these games.
The spin-offs.
I've only played the second one.
Only played
So-
the first.
A good synopsis: your people fighting with keys.
Yes.
Oh, we have some homeless people that do that.
Oh no! It was just cool because with this game, you play as 3 different characters, and they all have different storylines, and they'll branch at certain spots. So when you start a game over, you go, and then all of a sudden it branches. Like, oh, that's really cool. And Kingdom Hearts can get dark, but this game I think is one of the darkest. Which I'm not trying to give spoilers, but like literally in the end, like nobody wins. Which if they did, there'd be no Kingdom Hearts 1.
And you
know.
you love that.
Yeah,
What's
so
the point in playing if you know you're not going to
the
win?
characters are awesome. This is the only game that they actually have armor, and the armor is sick. And I love all their keyblades. Like it's just
The arts,
It's amazing.
I appreciate the art style. Like I saved like a little design page just for references to Kingdom Hearts. Like I love the look.
yeah, they're
As cringy as it may look, like it's very
so cool.
it's very anime
And the
inspired.
worlds.
So.
Um,
I also want to explain it's mixed in with Disney characters.
Oh, yeah, Disney
That's
and
like a
Final
huge part of
Fantasy.
it. Like so.
all the Final Fantasy characters. So
Yeah.
can't tell you how many times Sephiroth has kicked the crap out of me. Almost had him once. But
I had to use cheat codes to go against
Yes,
him.
I did.
What was it? The Game Shark is what I used.
oh, the Game Shark, yes.
I don't get.
I miss those days.
I don't get how it
Yeah,
works
that was
though, because
weird.
you take the disc out and then you put the game in. Like, I don't know how
That's
that works.
Yeah, I don't
Kind of
know.
sketchy.
It was sketchy, but they
Why are we
released
doing
it,
this
so-
to our system? Like,
The Game Shark was on the PlayStation 2. It had a bunch of cheat codes for a bunch of different games, and when you pick the cheat code, it would tell you to take the Game Shark out of the PlayStation 2 and then put your game in, and somehow it worked.
Yeah. It just remembered, and it was like, all right, now you have infinite
Yeah.
health on this. Oh, how? Okay, all right.
so like no more notepads with the cheat codes like you
Yeah.
have to write down on
Yeah.
It
San
just
Andreas.
just forced your game to do
Yeah.
what it wanted to somehow.
I don't understand
It's
It's
weird.
awesome.
it.
We also had cheat code books back then too.
Yeah.
Aside from strategy guys, we also had books.
Yeah,
Like
the
the-
whole
turn
website.
Like the
page.
not really wide books, and they're like really thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like a TV
Yeah.
guide almost. Turn to page 45. Grand
Yeah.
Theft Auto 4. Up, down, left, right. BA.
And like whole websites dedicated
Yes,
to cheat codes.
just cheat codes.
Cheatcodecc.com.
Yeah.
That's the one I always use. Good old days. Sorry, go
No,
ahead.
you're good. My honorable mention's really short. It was GTA 5, just because we all have had so much fun with it, and the glitches are superb.
Incredible
So,
glitches.
yeah, so if some glitches out, it's hilarious. You know, we just had so many laughs and great times together on there. And
You can see some of that on our GTA 5
Yeah.
trailer on the
dumbest
channel.
time. Yeah.
To the glitch point, the only game that comes close to the glitches on there would be WWE.
WWE.
Oh my
Was
god!
it
yes.
2K15 or 2K16?
That might have to be like a
Yeah.
group honorable mention there.
Oh my
Yes.
WWE. The wrestling
Everything
games.
that's happened
Bro,
on there.
me and Dakota be getting cheated. And
Yeah, we'll
Dakota
have
more
to show
than
that
me.
out. Oh my gosh.
We've got clips to prove that the universe is against me and
We'll somehow
Dakota.
get that out to you people, because
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I'm still devastated to
Yeah.
this day.
I understand. He has nightmares. He wakes up screaming sometimes.
I do. Get slapped by my wife.
Do you feel safe at home?
Tell people how you feel.
I signed a contract.
That's on contract.
I feel safe. My number one though, and I feel like this is really unfair because it was released just in 2019. So
man.
I don't know, but so it's Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Well, none of us can comment on that too much because none of us have ever played a Fire Emblem game. I'm sure.
It's so great. I love
Have
it.
you?
Fire Emblem.
I don't even know.
Backslash.
I don't
That's
know.
not Fire Emblem.
That's how much I know about it.
Is this another Pokemon game?
No.
Damn it. No.
I don't know,
It is
guys.
It is a Japanese game, like
Yeah,
from
it's-
Japan, made by Japan for Japan.
There's something about this one. Just I don't know. They just did so many great things with it. I love the art, love the characters, all their backstories. I love all the storylines, and this game is so much fun for me because
It's like a role playing game. Right?
yeah, and there's two parts, and part one it's all basically the same because you can pick between three houses, thus the
Like
name.
Gryffindor.
Kind of, yeah, because you have the Black Eagles, the Golden Deer, and the Blue Lions. So you can pick one, but at part two, it can actually diverge into 4 different parts. So you have 4 different endings,
Cool.
and all have different storylines and everything. And it's just so much fun. Just the recruiting process and just how you interact with all the other characters you can get.
Well made.
Recruiting process.
Yeah,
You gotta take a test to play the game.
there's actually tests in there to have a different rank.
No, we're done. Not interested
Which
anymore.
I was skeptical because you're like a professor and you're like, teach them like that's gonna be weird, but it's actually a really cool concept and everything. I was really skeptical, but they pulled it off. But I easily sank so many hours into just one of the storylines. I started off Golden Deer. I think it's gonna be my favorite one.
It's for a Nintendo Switch, right?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. That's what I forgot to mention. They did so great, like going from the DS to the Switch. And just the Switch gave it so much more power and just the clarity in it. And just I don't know. I just love everything about it, from weapons, characters, everything. and I'm gonna go back and play it some more. So
Yeah, I played the main character on the Smash Ultimate game. It's a fighting game with a bunch of Nintendo characters, and you can all fight and beat each other up like Mario. But they brought in the character from that game, Fire Emblem.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
Who is that character?
Byleth.
Byleth.
Yeah, it's a DLC one, but you don't have.
I don't even have a
Well,
Switch.
I'll have to beat you up with them
I
sometime.
told you, I don't spend money on this stuff. After I buy the game, that's it. That's,
I'll beat you up with the person later. So I'll show you. I'll show you how it is.
you probably won't, but okay.
Oh, all right.
This guy.
Yeah, there's also Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Oh my god.
That's also a really good game.
Are you
Oh,
teasing
so many good games.
All the Smash Bros. Games are great.
Yeah, we'll probably be playing that on the channel.
Most
Just 'cause it's
likely,
such a good
yeah.
couch game. We all beat each other up.
They'll see how
Titanfall
terrible I
2 is another great game I loved. Good, excellent
Hey,
shooter.
we only got one
this is
honorable
hard.
mention.
I know. This is hard because there's
Yeah,
so many.
just start
games.
naming off all games you like.
Speaking of glitches, I really wanted Skyrim in there
Skyrim
because
is a good game.
endless hours of gameplay and
Yo,
I bought that twice.
the first 10 minutes getting knocked in the air by a giant
Yeah.
because I was like, oh, they'll be friendly. 500 feet,
bruh, that
I was
made me
laughing
so
so
mad.
hard.
I hate that game. I had the worst time playing Skyrim.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I hated it my first
It's
run through of 30 minutes, and then I started over, and I don't know.
Bro.
I loved it.
It's challenging.
Okay, I'm walking through this field. I didn't do a dadgum thing. And all I hear is, "You think you can take me?" And this man hits me with an axe and kills me.
You do this nice little slow mo thing. You're just gonna
Like,
fall.
yeah, I was like, what? And I turned around and wham! I was like, okay. So then I came back and I killed his chickens. So then I go find this giant and I'm on like some misogynistic stuff because I'm like, well, these ladies are fighting him. I can fight him too. No, I was wrong. And he kicked me. And I was done.
Just died, yeah, on
I was
impact.
done. I was like, all right. Took the game out and I just gave it to my cousin. Never played it again. I never want to play it again. It was horrible and I hate it more than anything. But one game that me and Dakota have in common that I don't think you guys have played as much, Gears of War.
Oh,
I love
sure.
Gears of
Oh
War.
my gosh, Gears of War.
I like
Yes.
Gears of War better than Halo personally.
I used to play it a
But-
lot.
I played it a bit.
The storyline's
That's
just great.
Yeah. It's
Even when they're
crazy.
like releasing Gears of War 4, is like, how? Again, skeptical. Is like, I don't know if they're gonna pull it off, but
I still got to
Actually,
play
really-
4.
yeah. Oh man, honestly, it's really great. They have some mechanics in that, like, just really simple one. If someone's on one side of the wall and you're on the other, you can actually jump over and kick them over. I'm like, why did we never have this? I'm like,
I'm here
there
for
it
that.
is. Yeah, I
All
was
the
like,
way I'm here for
I was
that.
like, yes. I'm like, they implanted something I wanted forever.
I'm gonna use that definitely when I
Yeah,
get the game.
so I still haven't played 5, which
Yeah.
is terrible to me, but
I remember
it's a
the
great series.
I remember playing like the first one, and
Yeah.
characters really good, stories really good. So
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Heck
I
yeah.
think 3 was the last one I played. But,
Yeah.
but-
No, go ahead.
oh yeah, the first one. When you first fight the Berserker,
I
which
crap
is
my
a
pants.
which is a huge monster alien thing, and well, not as huge as I'm making it sound, but he's like taller than
Yeah,
like
he's
the
like
average.
he's like 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
Like, he's pretty big.
That fight was frustrating.
She.
oh, she.
They're all
Yeah.
women.
My bad, my bad. Yeah, I forgot.
Dad,
But yeah, that I don't know. It's just that one. I was maybe a little. scared.
Again, Bodus knew what was going to happen. He's like, watch this. And the cutscene goes and just busts through this wall. Me immediately.
Yeah.
I hated that
That fight
sequence.
was rough.
I was so scared.
Is that the one where you had to use the hammer of dawn with?
Yeah,
Yeah.
get him outside.
Yeah, which isn't even a weapon; it's a targeting system.
Yeah.
And you have to shoot the guy from orbit.
Yeah.
But it worked.
That's the only way to kill him.
Yeah.
He's that tough.
It was cool,
Yeah.
but it was hard, bro.
Yes.
That was one of the hardest missions I ever played on any game.
Yeah.
It was
Very
tough.
intense. Very
Yeah.
intense.
Because that thing was fast,
Mhm.
and you
Yeah.
couldn't get away. You just had to hope for the best. Yeah. I just rolled a lot. Like I just did that barrel roll a lot, bro.
My favorite thing though is you do a barrel roll and then like just does a 90-degree turn and just
Yeah.
runs right into you as you're rolling. There you go. Because if
Um,
this thing's touch you,
Yeah.
it tears you apart on
you're
impact.
done
So
for. Done ski.
yeah.
I've been playing the new Call of Duty a lot, and it's a lot of fun. But like I said, they wasted it with that dude with one leg.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you got the finishers on there. They should have had one where
You
you
just
take
pop it off.
his leg. Bro, they missed it. They have a Native American character on there.
Oh, that's cool.
He tomahawks people,
Yeah.
and he has a daggum dog. So why can't the one-legged guy hit somebody with the one leg
Yeah.
and one hit with his prosthesis?
Hopefully they will hear this and like, he's on to something.
Call of Duty, get at me. I got some more ideas.
We need you to share the podcast
Yeah.
so we can make change.
Yes.
Hashtag Call of Duty nonstop.
Hashtag make Call of Duty great again.
Hashtag.
Yeah.
I'm stunned.
That was
All right,
hard.
Justin, finish it.
Finish him. Mortal Kombat. That's a good one too.
Oh gosh. Well,
It was the time,
It's
gents.
time. It's been time.
The
guys.
old dusty trail.
We are the Stoons.
We're at Stoons.
This has been the Poop
A
Scoop.
lot of good games.
And everything stinks.
Everything we just said
It's
stinks.
terrible.
Nerds.
It's terrible, but you're not.
Well, some of y'all are.
Some of you might be. I don't know you.